What's good? It's your girl, Miss Aaliyah Renee, and we're here again with another episode. So I've been off the scene for a minute because I had a lot of stuff going on. Having some issues with my mom's health, and later on I may disclose, what's going on or whatever. We are like actively doing a vlog so she can kind of tell her story as well. But it's been a lot. It's been really, really a lot on top of me still working. So yeah, me doing shows has kind of been put on pause, and I haven't really been inspired to talk about anything, especially when you got so much going on in your personal life, right? So today I have a little inspiration because a lot is going on. Um, I do want to talk about some things, just when you're going through stuff, how different relationships, and you just really kind of look at the people that's in your life. I definitely want to talk about your boy Kevin Samuels, and I'm not with all the extras or anything, but just want to get my little spill on it. As well as recently what occurred in the news that's definitely a tragic, but nothing we were surprised. I'm not shocked about, especially the way they handle him. And it's the white dude that killed the black people. I ain't even giving him a name. He ain't that important to me. The thug, the terrorist who killed those innocent black people at the grocery store in Buffalo, New York. So those are the topics I want to talk about today. It may be long, it may not. I don't know, because I haven't seen you guys in a minute or talked to you guys in a minute. So what I want to talk about, that first part, going through this situation, and it's been a lot, and that's basically all I can say. I don't have words to really describe it. It's so much. But I always say I'm built different. God allows me and helps me go through these things. And I feel like I've been through so much at a young age to the point that I'm almost numb to it. And that doesn't mean I don't have emotions. It does affect me, but I'm not a person that ever will let anybody see me sweat. I'm always the strong person. I'm always there for others. And I feel like I'm the one that's gonna kind of boost you up when you're going through your storm. And a lot of times I don't get that same energy from others when I'm going through mine. So I've learned to be my own cheerleader, my own support system. And even with family and friends, I've been my own for a lot. Sometimes people come through, but consistently, it ain't really there. And I get we all have our lives, but certain things, you really need real people to be around you when you're dealing with something that's major. And I've noticed I don't really have those people. And people can look at it however you want it, but I'm a person that you don't get to pop in and out of my life when it's a convenience to you, because that's not the energy I give you. So I expect that reciprocated to me. And if you can't, that's cool. We just don't need to be whatever we were. We don't need to be together. We don't need to be friends. We don't need to be foes, associates, none of that. It just doesn't matter anymore to me. I just feel like if a person is not there and they're not present in your life when you're going through one of the maybe hardest parts of your life or hardest things that you're dealing with, and being present in the past don't stand for what you're doing in the present right now. Past and present is two different things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just paying attention to those things, and it's cool. I came in this world by myself, and I'm cool with that. And I think the more I start to evolve into the woman that I'm designed to be, I don't need, and I really would say in my past, I never really needed people. And I don't know if that was kind of weird. I never got too attached. So meaning like, I'll miss you, but I'm cool with that. And I guess I had at a young age so many close people that was supposed to be friends, be two-faced, or be doing some old wild stuff, to the point that I no longer cared about those type of bonds. And that doesn't mean I'm not a good friend, but if you're not, I'm not going to keep telling you at a grown person what you should be doing. You want the same treatment that you would give anybody else. You want to be consistent. If you're supposed to show up, you can't counsel. You want to be compassionate when somebody's really going through something, not causing them drama. And a lot of people ain't built like that. And that's cool. I'm cool with it. What's for me, I always look at it and I say it's going to be for me. I'm manifesting those that's supposed to be in my life to be in my life, and those that are not, they go ahead and God remove them. It's all good. And I don't have no hard feelings. I just have too much going on in my life to really be caring about the little minor stuff and telling people what they should or what you would expect out of people that say they care about you. Is what it is. I'm cool. No calls, no, none of that need to be done. Text. I'm good. It's already, I shouldn't never even have to say anything. You should know if you really know that person or know me. But it's cool. Moving on. So we saw in the news that Kevin Samuels had passed away, and it's getting a lot of negativity. First off, the man died. I don't care how bad you are. And I guess a lot of people took it to heart, you know, a lot of the things he said. And child, I could care less. A lot of people say stupid stuff, just like the last guy who was a Instagram mogul who ended up was cheating and had his wife sitting there with that thing on her head. It's a lot of people who get on these YouTube because this is a platform where we can express our opinions. We can sit there and subject what we think, and y'all would take it, and some people will agree, just like racism, and people that against it, like Trump. People agree with the bull that he said. This is the world. Everybody got their opinion. That's cool. But some of the things he said was really jacked up. And no, I don't even need to hear the full perspective. Like, my thing is, who are you to tell, like, who made you the one that, like, yo, you this fine dude, you got all your stuff together, you're successfully married, you're a billionaire, you had the most successful relationship, you got relationship good with your kids. Them the type of people that can criticize others. Now, it's a difference from speaking your truth and speaking like this is what men should do, or as a woman, you should have yourself together, boom, boom, boom. It makes more sense when you come in that aspect. But you as a male to kind of downgrade women, and yeah, we know, like, I ain't even gonna say, because I've seen plus size women who get these fine built dudes. And every fine dude don't like these Barbie doll looking chicks. Some dudes like heavy set women. And maybe he was speaking general. I don't know. I just don't entertain stuff that just don't manifest in something that's positive or uplifting. Do we need to get our health together, everybody? Because don't no woman want no fat man either, unless that's what they into. And that's cool. If that's what you like, that's what you like. And then if you don't want to, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to marriage, I had this little timeline that I needed to be married by 20, what it was like 24. My last kid would be at 26. That's had been my whole plan. And I was engaged. We were together for a while. Like, I think it was 5 years when it originally started. We ended up being together by 11 years. But I couldn't go through with it. And it wasn't because I didn't love that person. It's because financially he wasn't ready. And, you know, I was ready because that's how some people are just raised around both parents in the house. We see what our mom do and we see our dad being a provider. So you expect the same. Every person may not have been built like that. And even if they were, it may not be what they want for them, their lives. So it was some things that needed to be kind of worked out. And I just felt like I wasn't ready to say I do. Now, a lot of people go ahead and get married with these problems and then they end up getting divorced later. I didn't want that for my life. I didn't want that for myself. My marriage is I do forever. Through sickness, through health. I wasn't just trying to marry anybody. I've been engaged. It's a couple proposals, people, you know, but that doesn't mean that person was meant to be in my life. And I knew that ahead of time. So could I settle? And that's what a lot of women do. And that's why I don't like when people say you should be married by a certain time, because a lot of us do settle. Oh, he said he asked me would I marry him, the first one. I went ahead and said I do. And now you stuck with these kids. You can't stand this dude. He's not a provider. He got the worst habits. He's not a leader. And now you want a divorce. Why be in a rush to get married? Don't allow anybody to put a number or an age to when you should do anything. Get a house. Start your career over. This world is not built like that now. Every day something is changing. People are evolving. And some take later to figure out really what they want out of life. Like situations happen. Mine was my daughter. I had a daughter with a disability and then she passed away and everything just changed. So I didn't like that statement. I mean, what he said about, some of these women that come on there, and it's another thing, like the world got this image of what a bad this supposed to be. And a lot of them girls all look the same. They built like ants. And y'all think that's cute. They built like ants. They real weird looking shaped and big. I don't know, the legs are skinny, don't match the thighs. All of them wear the dang on lashes that be super big. They got the wigs on and the lace front, the joints come like way down here. It's all the same. So like, is that what you consider? Because Future and Drake say that's a bad. That's what y'all going out for? Because Holly Berry, Aaliyah back in the day, Nia Long, those was bad females for us. Like, those are where we looked up to be like, yo, I want to get older and look like her. Shoot, what's her name? That played Tina Turner. I can't. Angela Bassett. Now that lady is bad. She's really bad. But y'all, it's so much. So my thing is, be you. Do what you want to do. If you fat and confident, heck, Lizzo got them all feeling like, and if a nigga like it, he like it. That's on him. Now, my preference is my preference. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay for us to have our opinions, but to subject our opinions on everybody, I don't think that's cool. But it is a controversy world out here, and this platform is built for people to make their opinions. So some of y'all wrong for like wishing death on this man. He was wrong. A lot of stuff he said was wrong, and he wasn't the person I feel like to be able to put this judgment on, because he low-key came off a little suspect to me, my opinion. He also wasn't the best looking dude. He looked weird looking, to my opinion. But I still would not talk bad about this. Like, I'm like, who would say, y'all some cold-hearted people, like, hey, we ain't talking about some karma. They said a lot of stuff. So then they had a pastor, and I don't know the full backstory of this pastor. So I guess he cheated on his wife or something. I don't know, the way, you know how social media is. He said he pot calling the kettle black, something to that nature. So I'm assuming he did something crazy. And he was saying, like, I agree with 90% of what he said. First off, the men that say that they this and that are not all called by God. And I'm one of those people, like, if you not a real, yeah, some of y'all say y'all Christians and you not. We talking about a man of God. A man of God ain't gonna be cheating on you, first off. So if that pastor, he wrong, a man of God ain't going for that. No. So it's some men that don't know how to lead and they want their wives to be submissive, but you're not even a leader or a person that you can look up to even be submissive to. Heck, you don't even want to work. No, that's not a man of God, because God say a man is going to work. Goes out in the field, he works. And the woman's supposed to do her duty as well. We have our tasks to do for the ladies that are still traditional. But you just gotta, what he said about that, like manifesting some men, it was true. I can't even remember all the details that he said, but a lot of the stuff he said was true about what a man of God. See, a lot of y'all don't understand it because y'all still feel some type of way about the church because y'all been going to the mega churches who do all kind of stuff, you know, and I apologize that y'all have to deal with that because that is kind of jacked up. But again, when you read your word, you can decipher what's truth and what's not. So between these pastors, it is your duty as a person who serves God as well to do your diligence to make sure that this pastor is telling you the right thing and not just you listening to him thinking he right and he might not be. That's like the blind leading the blind. So it's some of y'all fault too. And then that you allow man to deter you from the relationship with God or what he's saying in his word. That's a whole nother subject because some of y'all don't get in y'all feelings about that, and I can care less because it's true. But yeah, so I didn't like where the pastor talked about the GoFundMe. That was a low blow. I don't even know if it's real or not, or his sister went on there for a GoFundMe. If it's true, that's that man business. And child, I don't know. I ain't even gonna go. I think that was just kind of distasteful. Like, you a man of God, like, you don't throw stones on a person, throw rocks. But you always saying cast the first stone. Nobody in there, they weren't able to do that because they all had sin. So I didn't like that. But with speaking on what a man should be, a godly man, that was facts. That's biblical. That's true. Adding your extra, that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But my condolences for all of that. Like, I don't get into too much of the politics of people. You know, it is what it is. Um, the inflation with houses, y'all, I'm so ready to move. Charlotte, I miss the old Charlotte. I'm gonna just add this. I miss the old Charlotte. I wish we would shut it down when none of y'all new people could come in this city. We are full. We don't want y'all here. I'm sorry, respectfully. We full. We trying to get our own house in the city and state that we were born in. We went to high school, elementary, middle, all of that. Why can't we get a house? Y'all niggas coming out here and we can't get a house. It's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay where you at. We full. Let me just add that because I just heard somebody's dog barking while I'm trying to do my video. But yeah. Next thing I wanted to talk about, dude, this little terrorist who set their live stream. I just looked at a little bit of it because it just pissed me off so much. And you know how we always get racially profiled. Oh, if he has locks or dreads and his pants hanging off his butt, he's a thug. Now, if you're a weird looking white kid, we gotta look at y'all now. We really do, which we know the ones, them bombers, them ones with the trench coats. Now they're getting a little bit clever. If you walking around here with army fatigue on, we need to kind of look at y'all because y'all swear y'all some soldiers and y'all doing this for your white power, whatever this mess you was taught or believe. It's stupid. It's dumb. And I feel like if we was out here doing this, if blacks was out here killing these white folks, it'd be a major problem. But this is just modern day lynching. This is not even surprising to me. If it had been a black person, as we've seen so many unarmed black men, black women get killed for nothing. But y'all kindly just casually lock up some white terrorist who killed dozens of people as if it was okay. I never could understand it. And you know, a white man's world, it's not too much to understand. It is what it is. The laws were never meant for us. We were never meant to be free. We just happened, it worked out. But they knew what power we'll be able to have. That's why it's okay for them to do this stuff. And then he's going, I don't know. I will see how this joint play out, but it's really sad that these people lost their lives. And then it's another one happened in California. Sometimes I be feeling like the government, this is just my opinion, has something to do with this stuff. I seriously feel like it be some stuff that just weird. All of a sudden it happened multiple ones. Like it's probably gonna be a third one. Normally it happened in threes. Like we had the one in Colorado with the school shooting. I can't remember. But then the Sydney, something lame people, whatever. My condolences. I try not to get involved. It's too stressful. But I don't know if they're trying to push gun laws. Then you got these crazy people, governors or officials in Florida, who sitting here saying people don't have to have license to carry guns. Gotcha. So I just feel like no matter, and I ain't even gonna say, I just feel like everything's screwed up. No matter how you try to put what officials, a black person is only gonna be able to do so much that they allow you to do. Just like with Obama, I just feel like they only gonna allow you to do so much. This nigga is only allowed to do so much. That's how they look at us, and not all. Some of them they ain't like that, but majority of the world, it's like some racist people. Our police officers, clearly, some of our doctors, and from what the statistics say, is like we're over, the minorities is outweighing the white population. So Buddy felt like he was doing some justice by saving white power, whatever y'all racists be saying. But it just feel like we was to turn around. Mind you, we are the stronger race. We just not united. And a lot of that goes from the Jim Crow laws. But if we was to turn around and every black person that had a gun was out here wilding out, shooting white people, killing y'all little babies, killing y'all kids, and killing y'all elderlies up in churches and stuff, I wonder how this will feel. How would it go? How would the police officers just casually put us in the car? or will they shoot us on sight? I seen DC Young, DC the comedian. I can't even think why I can't think of his full name. I think it's DC Young. He said something today like we really tired, and I agree. I don't condone violence, but I always say I'm not my grandmother. My grandmother worked for a white family. And it always rubbed me wrong to hear that she worked for, and I know this was high. She was born like in the 20s. Somebody was born in 35. So he told me stories of having to call the white kids, had to say yes ma'am, yes sir to these kids. And it just doesn't work. I know I would have been that rebel. Y'all would have been reading about me in history books. And even states are trying to take that away to make this America, this place that they call America, such a clean place. When they were the most brutal people, look what they did to the Native Americans. They steal, they rob. They're savages. That's what they were. But we're the bad people as African Americans. But we're the stronger. They thought we couldn't swim, but then we was able to swim. We're stronger. But one thing we're not is we're not united. We kill our own, and a lot of it is due to poverty and a lot of other things. But our mindsets are also kind of jacked up. And no, we got parents who don't want to teach their kids better. So yeah, the world is just pretty much jacked up. But y'all, this is my spill today. I really didn't have a topic. I just wanted to get some of the things that was going on off my mind. So I may just call this Aaliyah Renee's thoughts. Aaliyah's thoughts. I don't know. But again, you know where to check me out at. You're watching on YouTube now, the Aaliyah Renee Show. My t-shirt company, Awareness Wear _ the brand. As well as my hair, which is my first baby. Natural Styles by Aaliyah Renee, all on Instagram as well as Facebook. You guys be blessed. I am manifesting positive energy for the rest of your week, your weekend. Don't let the devil dang on try to play with you, because he out here. He really is out here, like really waiting. He ready. So we got to be ready too to make sure we don't allow him to dang on get in our space. All right. Be blessed, you guys.